Namandavats, namandavats, namandavats. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to those of you in the Hondo and also those of you who are watching online today. Thank you very much for coming to the Seattle Betsuin Temple this Sunday before Thanksgiving. I would like to acknowledge that we are on the traditional land of the first people of Seattle, the Duwamish people, past and present, and honor with gratitude the land itself and the Duwamish tribe. Namandavats, namandavats, namandavats. Last week, our Ochigo children adorned our Hondo for our Eitai Kyo and 120th anniversary service. They welcomed us in their beautiful Heian period attire and processioned around the Hondo. Thank you, parents and children, for participating in that. We all enjoyed the occasion very much, and I hope you enjoyed it too. It was especially good to see so many of you in the gym last Sunday for our delicious and wonderful 120th anniversary Eitai Kyo luncheon hosted by our Seattle Betsuin directors and temple organizations. I had a good time talking with several people. We could all talk at the same time, not like on Zoom where we have to take turns. The masks confused me a bit. I didn't recognize some of you, I'm sorry. I did miss several members who we've lost over the past 3 years. It is in their honor and memory that we observe Eitai Kyo. Please join me in Gassho for a passage from the larger Sukhavati Sutra. He never harbored a single thought of greed, anger, or folly, nor any impulse of desire, harmfulness, or wrath. He cherished no thought of or form, sound, smell, taste, or tangible thing. The constant warmth of affection and respect he felt for all sentient beings was like that for close relatives. His nature was harmonious and adaptable without any violence or ill will. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Last night, another tragedy occurred. This time in Colorado Springs, Colorado. This followed local tragedies at Ingram High School in Washington and Moscow, Idaho, and many others, unfortunately. Please join me in a few moments of silent contemplation on those who were lost in these tragedies and their loved ones. Namandavats, 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 namandavats. Thank you. Last Sunday, our guest minister, Reverend Jay Shinseki, gave a Dharma talk directed toward the Dharma school, the grades elementary through high school. Did you all enjoy Reverend Shinseki's Dharma talk last week? And I hope the adults did as well. I will admit that I have not kept up with the cartoons. I did recognize the Hulk. He has bulked up a lot since I last saw him about 45 years ago. He hasn't aged at all, but he has bulked up quite a bit. It was my first time meeting Riley, and I'd like to get to know her better because, like me, she gets mad and disgusted and sad when people do mean things. Speaking of mean, I've been noticing how much violence, crime, and meanness is erupting in our world. It just feels like it's constant, it's every day. So the word mean stood out to me in Reverend Shinseki's talk. He said Riley is sometimes sad because people are mean. Are we mean? Am I mean? The opening passage I read was spoken by Shakyamuni Buddha to Ananda about Dharmakara Bodhisattva when he was fulfilling his 48 vows to become Amida Buddha. I asked myself, can I follow Bodhisattva Dharmakara's example? Can I never harbor a thought of greed, anger, or folly? I might be able to restrain myself from acting meanly, but I certainly have thoughts that are mean. But as Reverend Shinseki said, Amida Buddha still loves and embraces me, just as I am. But Riley and I also sometimes feel joy because people are kind, and they do share with us, and they are not all mean. I like to think I can pay forward the joy and spread joy, not meanness. At the end of Reverend Shinseki's talk, he asked us to remember the ABCs. Do you remember what his ABCs stand for? What does A stand for? A stands for appreciate, the verb appreciate. B stands for Buddhas, and C stands for compassion. A, B, C. Appreciate Buddha's compassion. Since we are coming upon Thanksgiving this week, I thought about these ABCs and what Reverend Shinseki asked us to remember. A stands for appreciate. I thought, how do I appreciate? How do I say thank you? Yes, I can say it in words, thank you, but I can say thank you in my actions too. What does appreciation or thank you look like? And Buddha's compassion. How do I recognize Buddha's compassion in order to appreciate it? To say thank you for it? I think recognizing Buddha's compassion can be found by following the Noble Eightfold Path that is taught by Shakyamuni Buddha. The first two are insight and consciousness. This Thanksgiving, look deeply at what is going on around you. Notice what you are given to be able to live. You've been given, and we've been given, our ancestors, food, our home, and the land that it stands on. Your family and friends are all helping to make our lives wonderful. Then look again. Who can use your help? How can I make our lives wonderful right now? Thinking of Thanksgiving Day, does the food waste container need emptying, or does the table need setting? Does the bathroom need new toilet paper? I can do that. If you turn off your electronic device or close the book that you are so engrossed in, you can observe and see how you can help. This shows your appreciation, your gratitude and respect for the wonderful dinner being prepared for everyone and by everyone. This is what appreciate Buddha's compassion can look like. The second and third of the Noble Eightfold Path says, I can say pure and beautiful words and do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that on what I do now depends not only my happiness or unhappiness, but also that of others. Does this sound familiar? These actions, saying and doing, show your gratitude to the person who baked that apple pie or pumpkin pie, whichever you prefer. You can say, this pumpkin pie is so delicious. Say it and show it. Thank you. The fifth and sixth of the Noble Eightfold Paths you can achieve by realizing that you are a valued member of your family. You can take responsibility and make every effort to make everyone feel welcome and glad that they are with you and you are with them. While all the commotion of cooking and talking is going on, you can embrace the seventh and eighth of the Noble Eightfold Paths. Be mindful of the happy talk and smiles so that you can meditate on them and cherish the memories that were made. Then you can talk and laugh about them again later. That's how we can appreciate Buddha's compassion, by following the Noble Eightfold Path. And as Reverend Shinseki said, we can appreciate Buddha's compassion by saying, Namo Amida Butsu. Your Nenju helps you say Namo Amida Butsu also. And saying Namo Amida Butsu in front of your home altar, your Obutsudan, also helps you say Namo Amida Butsu. But you can say Namo Amida Butsu anywhere, standing, sleeping, or sitting, whenever and wherever you feel like saying it. Thank you, Amida Buddha. The constant warmth of affection and respect Dharmakara Bodhisattva felt for all sentient beings was like that for close relatives. His nature was harmonious and adaptable, without any violence or ill will. Thanks to Amida Buddha, we are gathered together like a family this morning, just a few days before Thanksgiving Day. Not everyone has such a family. Not everyone is feeling the constant warmth of affection and respect that Amida Buddha has for them. I hope that my trying to be kind and gentle to every living thing and trying to help protect all who are weaker than myself helps to calm the meanness of the Hulk within us? Will my little bit of gentle kindness help others feel the embrace of Amida's wisdom and compassion? Will that bit of gentle kindness that comes from Amida Buddha allow others to pass forward acts of gentle kindness rather than acts of meanness? I hope so. I will keep trying to appreciate the ABCs. Appreciate Buddha's compassion. Please join me in Gasho once again. He never harbored a single thought of greed, anger, or folly, nor any impulse of desire, harmfulness, or wrath. He cherished no thought of form, sound, smell, taste, or tangible thing. The constant warmth of affection and respect he felt for all sentient beings was like that for close relatives. His nature was harmonious and adaptable without any violence or ill will. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu. Thank you all for listening, and I wish you all a happy, healthy, and safe Thanksgiving.